And we are live. How's everybody doing? Thanks for dropping by. This is Bronze Dragon bringing you the Saturday morning stand-up live stream where we like to discuss a lot of different things. What's going on in Splinterlands, what's going on in Atlas Earth, various other Hive-based games. So let me know in chat what you want to talk about. But what I want to talk about is a big thank you for subscribing and liking on my videos over the last couple years because guess what? 2,000 subscribers, you know. Hey, Crypto Beavers in the house. Welcome. KGM Jams here. Chad Brown, thanks for dropping by. And Wibble brings in the 2K Wii. Thanks for dropping by, guys. Thanks for liking and subscribing, all that. But this is set up to be a pretty good celebration. Should be interesting today. Lots of things to discuss in both Splinterlands as well as Atlas Earth, depending upon what you're here to discuss. Not Z-Pick is here. New names. I love to see new names. Thanks for dropping by. Appreciate it. We do have this show every Saturday at the same time, 11:30 Eastern time. I know it's, we have a lot of people around the world that drop by and it's in the middle of the night. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you happen to be. Happens to be morning here on the East Coast over here. I'm right outside Philadelphia. So I do appreciate everybody dropping by. And Gathering is right. He says, good morning and happy Thanksgiving to all. We in the States are going here into Thanksgiving week. So a little bit of time off. I've already been taking a little bit of time off due to my had an operation, but I'm doing a lot better. So happy Thanksgiving. I'm sure you'll see some videos from me later on in the week, but thanks for coming by. Bolts85 is in the house. Welcome. Thanks for dropping by. Now, lots of stuff to do today, lots of stuff to talk about. Obviously, we've got a lot of things on the plate. Paul Taylor's in the house. Welcome. Thanks for dropping by, Paul. So in Splinterlands, obviously, a lot of big topics on the menu from the big show on Thursday. So you can comment on what you want to talk about. In Atlas Earth, we are drawing down towards the end of the first month of challenges. So we could discuss that if you wish, if you're into Atlas Earth. But first of all, I had a video a few days ago that I posted, okay? And it was where I was spending some glint and doing some other things. And I posted a challenge about midway through that video. Now, Wilson Razan, good morning. Thanks for dropping by. I like to notice when new people are dropping by. Ann Brownlow's in the house. Welcome, man. Thanks for dropping by. All the way from Ireland. Atlas Earth. Okay, so yeah, we can talk about whatever you want to talk about. I've got to square some things away here, but we do have a few giveaways, so stick around for that. Unfortunately, it's kind of hard to do a giveaway in Atlas Earth because you can't really transfer things, but I do have one cooked up. So stick around. I do have a little bit of love for the Atlas Earth crowd. It's easier to give away stuff in Splinterlands because you can transfer stuff back and forth. In Atlas Earth, it's just kind of like a mobile game and you have to do it all yourself. But I do have one thing cooked up. But I have some loose ends. This video, I put a challenge out a few days ago. And I found it interesting because if you were with me last week, the Splinterlands team, Blaze, sorry, I was drawing a blank on his name. Blaze had donated 5 packs of 5 of the newest Rebellion packs to give away. So thanks go out to Blaze if you're hanging out. Audie's World is here. Welcome. Happy Saturday. And it was getting towards the end of the show, so I put them in a video and I did a specific challenge, and I only had 3 people that replied with exactly what I wanted to hear in the comments. And I got my list here. Those 3 people were Jovac, which is Gathering the Magic, Snowboarder Pete, and Quarty 10. So if you're out there, I had 5 packs to give away, and there was 3 people. So each of you will get a pack, and then 2 of you will get 2 packs. So what we're going to do is all fair and square. I came up with this new website because I was kind of getting tired with that old spinning wheel. So we've got Jovac, Snowboarder Pete, and Quarty 10 on the list here. So let's go ahead and create and do a spin. This is a new one, so let's go ahead and go. And this is, once again, to get that extra pack. Okay, Jovac, congratulations. And one more. And we're going to remove Jovac off of that. And then go ahead and go again. And Quarty 10. Quarty 10. Okay, so what that means is Jovac and Quarty 10 will receive 2 Rebellion packs, and Snowboarder Pete will receive 1. So I think that's fair square. And once again, thanks go out to the Splinterlands team, Blaze in particular, who I think is picking up the reins and doing a pretty good job in the role he has set into for marketing and such. So thanks go out. If I didn't say thanks or welcome, Paul Haywood. Gathering the Magic says, if I get 2, I will give 1 away on a future video. Well, there you go. You do got 2, or you do got. I can speak English. You do have 2 packs coming to you. Now, with that said, we have some other giveaways. These giveaways are sponsored by My Wallet. So hit that like and subscribe, please. I don't do these a lot because I don't want it to feel like I'm trying to buy the subscriptions, you know. And to another point somebody made earlier, I did jump from 1,000 to 2,000 pretty quick, and I really think it is because of my Atlas Earth coverage. I started playing Atlas Earth about almost 7 months ago now, and during that time period, it had really jumped my coverage, and I'm trying to maintain my coverage of Atlas Earth and Splinterlands because I like them both. I play them both, so I'm trying to maintain the coverage, but I do want to say I appreciate it. Let's see. What does Wilson have to say? Is it worth it to max out Chaos Legion cards if you want to stay at modern format? And may I know if there are tips to get to Diamond? I'm at Gold right now. Good question, and I'm sure every different person you're going to ask has a different opinion. I've always felt that due to the price, Chaos Legion cards are a very good value. Obviously, we know they were overprinted, so the price is low. There's plenty of them out there, but they are some strong cards. I mean, nobody can argue that, right? But come April, they're going to cycle out of Modern. So at this point, if you are a new player, you really have to think about it. You really have to think about, am I going to stay in Modern, or am I going to make that switch to Wild? And that really incurs a couple other questions, because if you switch to Wild, you have a seasonal fee you have to pay. It's not that much. It's between $1 and $2, depending upon what DEC is sitting at. But you can use any cards you have. Now, if you decide that, hell, I don't mind going to Wild, then Chaos Legion would be a very strong pick. In fact, I play in Wild, or Archmage plays my account in Wild now, and a lot of the cards it uses are Chaos Legion cards, because that's what a lot of my, I would say, maybe 70% of my deck is Chaos Legion, right? And in that case, I would say, yeah. It would be worth it to go ahead and get some good, cheap, max level copies of some good, strong cards to strengthen your deck. Now, if you say that if you think about it for a while and you think that you want to stay in Modern, then my answer would be probably no. My answer would be to consider what you're going to buy as far as the Rebellion cards go, or the new set that's coming out in April, how you're going to approach that, or, you know, and also the idea of sprinkling in rentals, you know, because I'm a firm believer in, if you're considering buying cards, try renting it for a few days, you know, and then see if you like how the play goes, because the rent is pretty cheap. You know, you can rent a lot of cards for a few bucks a week, right? And you can try them out. You know, there's a lot of cards, especially legendary cards. When you're talking about epics and legendary cards that are pricier cards, and you're going to spend some bucks on them, just like any other card game, right? Rent them first, rent them for a week, and then look at how you used them, if you felt they were worth it, if it performed well, because you can say, oh, this card is awesome, but if you don't have supporting cards around that to go with it, then it might not be awesome for you. It might work. Gathering the Magic might say, hey, this is an awesome card. It works great with my deck, but my deck's completely different. You know, it might not work great with my deck. So I say rent them out. So I know that's kind of might be a wishy-washy statement, but you really have to decide where you want to be. I've made the decision that I'll probably dabble in Modern, but I've been playing for a few years, and I've just come to the conclusion that I'll be a Wild player. And then to throw a wrench into everything, sorry, I'll keep up with chat here in a minute, but I was just trying to answer his question. To throw a wrench into everything is the new, survival mode. I pulled this over here, you know. The new survival mode is going to throw a wrench into it. So largely the new survival mode that they announced this week with the details is going to be for people with a lot of cards, but those of us with what I consider kind of regular normal sets could dabble in it, you know. So there's a lot of things to consider there. And I just jumped off my, okay, I'm back. Okay, so let's see what everybody's saying. Bolts85 says, congrats on the 2,000 subs. You know it, man. Thank you a lot. Enjoy watching your videos as well. Got my sparkling ice drink here. Cheers, everyone. Let's see here. Jabby Saints is in the house. Welcome. Gathering the Magic says, Chaos Legion will be good for Wild going forward. For Modern, your choices will be Rebellion, Rebellion Rewards, and the upcoming Conclave Arcana. Yeah, I completely agree. But if you're a relatively new player, I would, first of all, get in a guild and concentrate on getting those reward cards. Do what you can do to increase the glint that you're bringing in and spend those on reward cards, okay? So we can go, I'm on my main account here, but you know, if I already claimed my glint, or I mean, I already spent glint on my main account, but we can jump over to my secondary account, and my secondary account is much lower. This is basically an account I put together with just leftover cards from my main account. But if you go into this, hey, I unlocked it. I got some chests. Hey, here we go. We got some chests to open. And once again, with standard play, this is another benefit. They brought the chests back. These help as well. So let's go ahead and use some potions. Open some chests. See what we get here. I always love opening chests. I'm glad they brought them back. So let's just reveal all. See what we get. And this is your standard play. You know, you get these as you advance in levels. So nothing too exciting. Why is this not scrolling? I don't know. The page froze up. It wouldn't scroll. Nothing too exciting either way, but you can see my point. My point is that with standard play, getting your chests, getting more glint has really, why is this page not scrolling? It's frozen up. So let's go on this account to my Rebellions rewards, and you can see that this is an account that this is really bugging me. Okay, we're back to scrolling now. Okay, so you can see that through just standard play, this account, who does not have max level summoners. I think my summoners are level 4. You know, before the changeover, this account was playing in silver, which doesn't mean a whole lot to new players. But you can see that through just standard play, you can soak up and get a lot of rewards cards, which is really helping out this account. So new players need to join a guild, start playing in your brawls, and do what you can do to, you know, start staking a little bit more SPS. You earn some SPS, stake it. And as your SPS bag gets bigger, then you earn more. Okay, maybe I didn't get off too far on a tangent. Looks like this account has lost 3 in a row. Let's see what everybody's saying. John is here. Welcome. Thanks for stopping by, John. Have you considered playing Alluvium? You know, I jumped in and I played Alluvium for a couple weeks. And I played the land one and I played the regular Alluvium. It just didn't catch me, you know? I mean, at this point, I've got so many games going on that for me to start playing a new game, and I understand Alluvium there for a month or two was earning great dividends, great money, but at this point, I have to be really the game really has to catch me. Like Atlas Earth, I started playing Atlas Earth, and it just really caught me. It's a different thing than what Splinterlands is. It's not a Web3 game, but it's an easy game to pick up on your phone or iPad and just start playing. You know, and there's not a whole lot of barriers to entry, but a game really just has to grab me for me to really get into it. Jabby Saint says you can use Chaos Legion in survival mode when it's rolled out. Yeah, that's a good point. There's a lot of discussion about survival mode. I really need to make a video about it. I didn't want to make a cookie cutter video coming out because I wanted to wait to see what everybody was saying about it. So we can talk about it more. Let me know in the comments what you think about the survival mode. Gathering says, and the summoners, especially Chaos Legions, rare summoners, will disappear. Yeah, because people are going to buy those up for the new survival mode. Because you know what's going to be the linchpin here in survival mode. If you haven't heard the details, almost everybody else has put a video out on it by now, except for me. But it's a new way that really reminds me of what, who am I thinking of? I am thinking of Splinterforge, what Splinterforge put out like, what, a year and a half ago? It kind of reminds me of that, the expedition where you can use a card. Once it's killed off, it's dead for several days, right? And they put, no, that's the wrong, I've got so many tabs open I can't see. They put the chart out on, here's the page. This is how many days the cooldown will be. This is the maximum, this is the minimum. So the base cooldown is the maximum amount. So if a common 1 BCX card gets killed off, then it's dead for 15 days. With the minimum max level, not just 1 BCX, but max level would be 5 days. So, and it's interesting, I found it interesting because immediately after the discussion was happening in chat when the town hall was going on, somebody, and I forget who it was, shout out to you if it was you, but somebody had said, well, couldn't you just burn down all your energy in either modern or wild, depending upon what you're playing in, and then go ahead and play in this new mode? And I think that's a viable alternative. Obviously, it's going to come down to those refresh rates, right? And how much, but it's going to come down to how many people, how many cards you have. The more cards, the better. It remains to be seen whether the low BCX, like 1 BCX cards, are going to work in this new mode. A lot of people are saying that this looks like it's ripe for being abused by bots, so that remains to be seen. I like the idea of new stuff in the game. I don't think we want to go back to, that's a whole big discussion about the whole bot situation and everything, so let me know what you think. And Gathering says survival mode, oh boy, don't let me get started. Jabby Saint says rental prices will increase when survival mode is out. That's true, and I think that my opinion is you will see the bots come back online, and you will see these massive bot armies with 1 BCX. Now, how well those work in the new mode, who knows? Maybe 1 BCX armies aren't going to do anything. I don't know. Maybe it just won't earn much or won't be worth it. Who knows? I guess it remains to be seen. I like new stuff. It seems at the very beginning, it kind of seemed like this is something that was put in to kind of give those big people at the very top that have huge amounts of cards, kind of throw them another bone so they can make more SPS. I was interested to see that they decided to fund this from the company, which would be an extra monthly cost for the company. That doesn't make sense to me. I don't want to see them reduce the wild or the modern pool. So it's interesting to see where they started out with this, incurring another cost to the company for this. Oh, a lot of stuff to talk about. You know what? I'm behind. We need to draw some names. Okay, so in the comments, say, give me a statement, 2,000 subscribers, and get your name in on this drawing. Say 2,000 subscribers, and I'll put your name on the wheel. 2,000 subscribers. What, you may ask, are we drawing for? We are drawing for 1,000 SPS and a Rebellion pack. Put your name on the list. 1,000 SPS, you got it right, and a Rebellion pack. Okay, we got the names coming in. We got Jabby Saints. Oh, and by the way, this live streams might go over my usual time. It might take a little bit longer. If you win, you will have to provide your hive name for me to send it to. This part of the show is not like I said, it's financed by my wallet. Crypto Beaver. Genming. Welcome. Alex T is here. We got a lot of people here today. Thanks for dropping by. Oddie's World. Hero. KGM Jam. Got you on the list. Wibble. With the big Wii. Gundam Buster. Yes, I believe Gundam Buster is one of the persons that won some of the Rebellion packs off of the other drawing as well. I remember that name. Wilson. And we are drawing for 1,000 SPS, which is the primary token in Splinterlands. So here's a shout out. If you don't intend on playing Splinterlands, don't put your name in on this. I will have a draw for something for Atlas Earth here in a few minutes. But this is going to be for people who play Splinterlands. So that's what this is about. Arnie. Every time I give away some stuff, I see some new names pop in. Paul Taylor, of course. Paul's always here. Thank you very much. Gathering the Magic. Okay, so thanks, Raceland. Okay, thanks, Ann. Yeah, I just figured you weren't interested, but I wanted to give the explanation out there. Okay, so we've got everybody on this. We've got Jabby Saints, My Financial Journey, Crypto Beaver, Jen Ming, Alex T, Oddie's World, Hero, KGM Jam, Wibble, Gundam Buster, Wilson Rezon, Arnie, Paul Taylor, and Gathering the Magic. Did I miss anyone else? Please speak now or hold your peace, whatever they say after wedding vows. Alex T says, like buying a hydroelectric dam, then buying computers to run nodes. Okay, here we go. Guess what? Let's go ahead and do it. Let's do it to it. Mountain Dew. And guess who won? Arnie. Arnie, please provide your, sorry, Mystic Force, please provide your hive name in chat and you will receive, I'll send this out after the show's over. I need to have your hive name, Arnie. Amy Boy. Okay, 1,000 SPS and one Rebellion pack. We'll go out to Arnie after the show. Okay. Okay, back to chat. Let's see here. What we were talking about. Jen Ming says, would those gladiator cards be considered modern or wild? I think that you can use gladiator cards in either one as long as you have the proper summoner to use them. And of course in brawls. Gathering says, I think a lot of people will skip Rebellion and just focus on Conclave Arcana when the new Modern comes out. Those that fill in their decks with Rebellion will have an advantage. Yeah, of course. It depends upon what Conclave Arcana looks like. Obviously, if you don't know, we're drawing down towards the end of Rebellion. We just have a few weeks left of Rebellion pack sales. So if you want to get in on those, you really need to. That's why I've been buying a few packs to give away here and there, supporting the shop. Let's see, if you go to Rebellion. I thought for sure there was a, oh, never mind. I thought they showed how many packs was left. I know it's somewhere, but I can't find it right off. Either way, Rebellion will be going out in December at some point. Yeah, I mean, obviously Conclave Arcana is going to be a whole different set of cards. As we've been going along, the card sets have had power creep, so who knows if it's going to be a better set than Rebellion. Obviously, mix and match. I think that Rebellion cards definitely haven't sold well. And let's look at, what are we looking at? Although SPS and DEC has been doing pretty well. Look at that. SPS over a penny. You know, DEC's just kind of been floundering around 0.8, you know. So I think that I think it really just comes down to keeping your eye on the market and picking up cards that you think will fit well into your deck. I've always kind of went at this game from the aspect of buying singles, and the Rebellion singles, due to the amount of card packs that have been sold, the Rebellion singles have just been really expensive. But on the flip side, hear me out, those people who have bought them, the value has maintained and went up in a lot of cases, right? So that's what they were shooting for, and they're going to use the standard, you know, kind of use that approach going forward. So who knows? I know I'm looking forward to Conclave Arcana. I'm also guilty of not buying a whole lot of Rebellion packs. I bought like 50 that I staked on the wagon, and I've bought a few since then to give away on various live streams. I don't have my portion of my deck that is Rebellion is the rewards cards, and that's why I encourage everybody to go ahead and play those and earn those. So. Okay, let's see, catch up with what everybody's saying. Wilson says, glint for bronze chests, or should I buy common cards for glints? I would use, if you're building your deck, I know I'm way back in the chat. I'm sorry, I had to spend some time giving that SPS away. If you're new, I would definitely just buy the cards, commons and rares. When the new set comes out, they will have some other options as far as being able to buy cheaper packs that just have a lot more commons and rares, which will help out. So when they put that information out, they're going to have a new pack type that you can buy with the new set, and it's just going to be commons and rares, but you're going to get a lot more. You can get, I think it was like 25 for a low price. So, but when you buy those packs, you don't have the opportunity to get an epic or higher, so, or gold foil for that matter. Jabby Sane says, I wonder if by April reward cards will come from Conclave Arcana immediately. I have not heard them talk about any new reward card set. This Rebellion reward card set is kind of new in and of itself. Switch over to rewards. So this is relatively new in and of itself. You know, like I said, I've done various videos on this, but like, for instance, I've been playing and mounting up my card, leveling up my cards since it began. I know some of the guys on the top end are like, oh, I've already got everything maxed out, but those are the same guys that buy 10 of everything, right? So, but my commons are at level 7, just to give you some idea. I've really been working on my epics for this set because I consider them really strong. And they're at level 4. So everything's coming along, but I don't think we're in the neighborhood to start talking about a new rewards card set. Obviously, after Conclave Arcana comes out, then I bet probably 3 or 4 months after it's out, then they'll start talking about a new rewards card set. But that's just a guess. I haven't heard anything on that specifically. Gathering says the only Gladiator cards playable in the new Modern will be from Are You Not Entertained rule set. The summoners that allow Gladiators are rotating out. Survival mode is a huge mistake, says Gathering the Magic. Why are you rewarding bot farms? If they banned bots from playing, then how many people have dozens of single BCX monsters and summoners to play? Yeah, and that's why I'm kind of conflicted on this, because I'm one of those guys that, although I see the bad points to bots, I also see the positive points to bots. Because back when the bots were playing, you know, I could rent my cards out, get a decent amount out of my cards. I had choices. Things were selling on the market. The cards were going for decent prices. And then the bots left. Now, I'm not arguing for bot. I guess I am. I'm posting a flip side to that. So, like I said, I'm still conflicted, and I haven't made up my mind about this new mode. I do agree that it really just sounds like a new mode for bot farmers to abuse. I don't like the idea of the another cost coming from the company. We're all the time talking about trying to reduce costs. Here's a new cost they're going to introduce. Okay. Sorry about that. My mind was on something else. Okay, so how many Atlas Earthlings we have in the house? Let's do a giveaway. Now, I'm kind of limited on what I can give away with Atlas Earth, okay? So what I'm going to do is, what I did figure out is that I can give away an Atlas Earth coffee mug or tea mug, depending upon your favorite drink there. And if you play Atlas Earth, please put your name in the chat and just say Atlas Earth if you want to be in on this. Obviously, if you don't play Atlas Earth, you probably don't want an Atlas Earth coffee mug. And after I pick the winner, you can choose whether you want black, red, orange, blue, pink, or yellow. And I will need I will need you to email me after the show so that I can get your address, because one of the side effects of me having to ship something to you, then I would need your name and address. So if that's okay with you, then I'll go ahead and do the spin. Let's go ahead and edit this, and we'll take all these down. Once again, this is for an Atlas Earth coffee mug. Pretty limited on what I can give away on Atlas Earth. Kathy. Anne. Audie's World. Crypto Beaver. KGM Jam. Okay, Paul. Don't need another coffee cup. I was trying to think of what I could send, and it's just... See, the thing about Web3 games is one of the primary things is it's easy to transfer things on the blockchain. Well, if you're playing a regular game in Atlas Earth, I can't like buy a parcel and send it to you, you know, anything like that. Okay, I have 5 names on the list: Kathy, Ann, Audie's World, Crypto Beaver, and KGM Jam. Anybody else want to get in on the Atlas Earth coffee mug? Okay, well, let's go ahead and do it. And it looks like Crypto Beaver won the coffee mug. Congratulations. Crypto Beaver, if you're on Discord, can you ping me and ping me with your name and address, and I will send that out to you. Okay, let's continue with the chat. Yeah, I wanted to throw something in there for the Atlas Earthlings, but pretty limited choice. I actually want to buy one of those for myself as well too. So, and it does count towards challenges, which is interesting. I'm coming down towards the end of the month, and you know what? Just on the Atlas Earth topic, I'm thinking about actually paying the $15 to back subscribe, because I've almost got my my challenge list done. I'm down to like 50. I'm down to that one. So I'm going to try to complete that one. I don't think I'm going to fully complete it, but I did the math, and that's like over 600 Atlas bucks I could claim for 15 US dollars. So I was thinking about that. That's kind of blew into my mind here. Boulder Crypto, Sissy Dragon. Sorry about that. I had already spun by the time you had posted. Sorry about that. Okay, let's catch back up with chat. Once again, thanks for tuning in for my 2,000 subscriber celebration. We've given away several things along the way. Appreciate everybody stopping by, watching my videos on a daily basis, liking, subscribing, all that. Never thought I'd hit 2,000, tell you the truth, you know. It took more than 2 years, but I do appreciate it. Let's see here. Going back in chat. Yeah, somebody polled no. Yeah, I just put that up as basically a statement. My financial journey says, rewards aside, I don't think survival mode is good. Aren't we supposed to be encouraging people to play more, not lock their cards up to not be played for several days? Yeah, I mean, like I said, there's several different ways. I can completely see what you're talking about. And I completely, I mean, like I said, I'm on the fence because, and I say this from a guy who uses Archmage. And the reason I started using Archmage was from, first of all, so many other people were using bots, but I put so much money into the game that I lost sight of it actually being a game, and I just wanted to reclaim as much money off of it as I could. Seriously. I thought about it. I thought about it long and hard, and that's the only answer I have. The answer I have is that I put so much money into the game that I'm using a bot to play in Wild, and if I played in the new mode, I would use a bot to play in the new mode if Archmage ends up supporting this. I put a question out to them last night in Discord, and they said they haven't decided yet. But I can see it from their aspect. I'm just trying to see this from all the different aspects, right? Because you know, they bought thousands and thousands of dollars worth of cards that are just sitting there. Obviously, I think that I think it would be a good move to take away rewards cards, you know, especially the Chaos Legion rewards card set. Because obviously we know there are tons and tons of those sitting there in accounts waiting to be abused. If I would say that, that's the first thing I would probably say is those couldn't be used. But as far as people that have, you know, the top dogs, you know, have thousands and thousands of cards they've bought, just believing in the game and buying that stock up, they're just sitting there with no use, really, you know. So I can see it from all different aspects. I do think that it's ripe for abuse, but I think they could tweak the rules a little bit here, and you know. But like Matt said, they can start and then just, you know, tweak the rules as they go, you know, and change things. So I just don't want to see them infringe on the modern or wild pools. That's what I don't want to see that. Alex T says you're going to have multiple of max level cards to do well in survival. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, I don't know how the whole approach of this account's got 17,001 BCX cards. How's that going to do? I don't know. I don't think it would do very well. But obviously, you know, the 1 BCX cards are going to have a huge long turnaround time. Look at that. 1 BCX commons have a 15-day turnaround time, you know, compared to the max ones. But, you know, I immediately had the idea of, well, just as a normal player, what if I just, you know, I burnt through my energy in whatever, you know, modern or wild, whatever I was playing in, and then I went to the new mode and played that for a little while. Would it be a lot? No, your average player wouldn't get very deep into it, but you'd get something off of it, right? Jabby Saint says, I'm not a fan of burning energy and then go to survival mode. This is detrimental to card owners. Imagine having 50 replenish energy in 2 days, but your commons aren't ready yet. Well, it's all strategy, right? Anybody who's played the game over that I referenced earlier on Splinter Forge will know that, you know, to get very deep into that, you know, it's very similar, you know. You just have to plan out what you're going to use. And obviously, this is a move, to me, it immediately struck me as, well, this is a move to placate some of the top card holders, but it's also a move to try to sell cards, to soak up a lot of those extra Chaos Legion cards off the market. Because think about it. What's everybody going to have to buy? A lot of summoners. A lot of summoners, because that's going to be the linchpin right there. You lose a match, that summoner's dead for however long, right? So there go all the summoners off of the list, right? Or out of the market. So, okay. Yeah, I'm trying to catch up with chat. Sorry. KGMJM says, bots are good for the economy. They buy and sell cards. They just need to concentrate on any abuse, and maybe something like in Golem Overlord where there's a penalty if you withdraw too much. Good idea. Good idea. Yeah, there is a big penalty in Golem Overlord if you start withdrawing more than you're putting in, or more than you're burning, right? But I think Golem Overlord started off with better burning mechanics than what Splinterlands. And Splinterlands over the years has been playing catch up. But that's what happens when you're on the edge. Think about it. This game, you know, this game was out before most of these other competition Web3 games that we have now were, you know, or are, you know. And so, and it's, you know, they started out with a game and it's just been slowly modifying over time. We spent a lot of time fighting those bot armies, and it's interesting that they want to bring them back. I can see both sides of it, though, you know. So let's see here. KGM also says bots are good for the algorithm. Well, the number of matches would definitely go up, that's for sure. I don't know. I think the bot the massive bot armies largely were mostly out of the out of the picture by the time energy came along, right? We were talking about those were really hitting the blockchain hard and heavy and soaking the cards and the SPS and DEC back in the day out of the pools when the energy wasn't there, right? It's been too many sleeps since then. Sky, sorry, Sky, you came in after after we already gave the cup away. Gathering the Magic says, once if we got a few hundred new players, then they need to ban the bots. No need for them. Yeah, well, obviously, if we get a bunch of new players, obviously, but they've had to institute company-run bots just to keep the game going, right? Hey, look at that. It's quarter after. You know what that means? That means we're giving away another 1,000 SPS. Yeah. Once again, in the chat, if you want to get in on 1,000 SPS and a Rebellion pack, put in 2,000 subscribers and get your name on that list. Once again, 2,000 subscribers. Get on the list. And this will, yeah, I don't do this all the time, but I just figured since it was an occasion, we'd give away some stuff. So my financial journey, first one on the list. Gathering the Magic, Raceland, Crypto Beaver, Arnie, I'm going to ask you to sit this one out because we're going to let somebody else win since you won the first one. Just try to spread it around a little bit. Jen Ming. Thanks everybody for dropping by. Appreciate it. We have this every week. I don't give away this much every week, but appreciate everybody dropping by to discuss, you know, mostly Splinterlands, but we also talk about Atlas Earth, a few other things. We've got Paul Taylor. Wibble. Hero. Please like and subscribe, please, if you don't mind. Most Dirty. Boulder Crypto Sissy Dragon. Thanks, John. Appreciate it. Gundam Buster. Mystic Force. Gathering. Did I already put Gathering? Yeah, Gathering's on there. Okay. KGM Jam. Okay, anybody else want to get their name in on the drawing? Once again, we're giving away 1,000 SPS and 1 Rebellion pack, just for the heck of it, to celebrate 2,000 subscribers. My Financial Journey, Gathering the Magic, Raceland, Crypto Beaver, Audie's World, Jen Ming, Ghostly BG, Paul Taylor, Wibble, Hero, Most Dirty, Boulder Crypto Sissy Dragon, Gundam Buster, Mystic Force, and KGM Jam. Am I missing anybody? Speak now, forever hold your peace. While I take a drink here. Okay, looks like that's it. So we're calling it. Okay, that's it. Now, let's go ahead and go. And Wibble, look at that. Congratulations, Wibble. You know, Wibble always stops by my shows. Sometimes doesn't make it live, but always comments, always watches the replays. I appreciate that. You know, we as YouTubers always say this, but just watching our videos, just even if, you know, you're half paying attention or whatever, watching our videos, leaving a little comment on what you think about what we said, we really appreciate it, and it helps us with the algorithm. So if you're watching Atlas Earth videos, or if you're watching Splinterlands videos, the liking, subscribing, and commenting on those videos pushes it out to more people, so more people can see that. So we do appreciate it. Yeah, Wibble. Hey, Wibble, what is your hive name? That's why I wanted to ask. Is it Wibble as well? KGM Jam says, I am currently botless. Were you using that bot that they shut off? I was wondering about that. I heard there was one company that shut their bot off. I was wondering. We're drawing down towards the bottom of the half hour. I do appreciate everybody joining me. And all these prizes, we'll go over it, but I'll send these out after the show, so expect that. Okay, you are Baby Puppy. I should probably know that by now, but I don't know. Have you won anything off me lately? I don't give stuff away a lot, but whenever I hit these big kind of, you know, I had a celebration at 500, then 1,000, now at 2,000, so. Rune 207 says Splintermate shut off their bot service. Yeah, I remember that. Quite welcome, Wibble. Yeah, unfortunately. Well, you know, I don't know. Maybe with the upturn in crypto lately, maybe they will reconsider. I don't know. I'm sure that it was a hard business decision, you know. So, you know, we're drawing down towards the end of the show, but I wanted to kind of wrap up here. Jovac won 2 Rebellion packs. Snowboarder Pete won 1 Rebellion pack. Quarty 10 won 2 Rebellion packs. Arnie or / Amy Boy won 1,000 SPS and a Rebellion pack. Crypto Beaver won the coffee cup. I had to remember what he won. Let me mark that down. And Baby Puppy came in at the end, and Wibble won 1,000 SPS and a pack of Rebellion. So, by the way, I forget who won the pack last week, but they had pinged me in Discord. I'm trying to look at who won last week. Sorry, Smithers. Smithers won last week, and Smithers, let's enlarge this. Check out what he drew from his pack. I don't think he'll mind me blowing this up. So he got a legendary Elias Max Pruitt. He got a rare Avena the Wolf. And he got a rare Mad Ogre. So excellent drawing from that pack. And if you won some packs off me, I wish you the best of luck. Gathering the Magic, thank you very much. I appreciate that super chat. And anytime you leave us, for anybody who leaves a super chat or a super thanks on a video, I really appreciate it, because that helps me keep going, gives me the willpower to keep going and everything. Do appreciate it. So, okay, let's see who has the last word. Paul says, not sure. 67% of SPS stakers will approve rewards for survival mode as it sits. I think some of the big guys, I forget who was talking about it, was saying that it probably wouldn't pass if they tried to get it out of the DAO. And yeah, I would say that, yeah, they, like I said, it's tough. I'm going to have to look at the details. I need to do a video on it, but I scanned through the discussion on it. We listened to him talk about it. And it surprised me that they wanted to incur another cost from the company. But it also, there's few, handful of people out there that's bought a ton of cards that they may be trying to placate. So, this discussion is wide open. I think they definitely need to remove Chaos Legion era rewards cards from being used in the new thing, because I don't have the numbers. Some of the other guys that do videos on this are much better at looking at those numbers. But there's just millions of those out there, right? That can just be thrown at each other, even they're max combined. I mean, even some of these accounts could combine to max and have those and just have, instead of a million cards, have 100,000 max level ones or whatever, and it's just ripe for abuse. So I am excited about a new type of thing we can do in the game, and especially if I can mix and match, play play in my wild and then dabble in that and get a few SPS here and there. If I have a few extra energy, play my wild for a while, and then say in the middle of the season I open some chests, get some extra energy, go into the new mode and earn a little bit of SPS. I would love to do something like that, just something different, right? Because the game it's changed a lot, but the play has largely remained the same. They've added a lot of new stuff as far as new powers and new match types, but the game is basically the same, right? So anyway, let's see here. Crypto Beaver says, what is my username in Discord? If anybody wants to get a hold of me, please don't spam me. It would be easier if you just told me your Discord name. Sorry, just trying to get a screenshot here. Okay, so that is my Discord name. But like I said, you can tell me your Discord name and I'll get a hold of you. Okay, I'll send you a chat after the show. It's almost done here. Boulder Crypto says, I do not mind losing, but I hate feeling ignored. Yeah, I mean, a lot of this stuff is aimed at the people who spend a lot of money in the game, right? And that's fine. But they've been also, on the flip side, they've been spending a lot of time and development effort towards improving the game for those on the lower end as well as the free to play, which hopefully, cross our fingers, will bring new people in, as well as, the rolling out of the app, which I've always been for, and I've talked about it in numerous videos. And it's funny how they act surprised and like, yeah, we made this decision. I'm like, I've been talking about this forever, since the old app worked crappily. And they're like, oh no, we don't need a mobile app. And then now it's like, oh, we need a mobile app. Well, no kidding, So sorry, salty bronze dragon came out there for a minute. My Financial Journey says, it was me. I won the pack last week. Pulled my first imp summoner. Yeah, nice. Okay, so with that said, sorry. Cloggy up. Well, thanks everybody for joining me for this big 2,000 subscriber extravaganza. I appreciate your time. So I hope everybody here in the States that celebrates Thanksgiving has a good Thanksgiving this week. And if you're outside of the United States, take a minute and try to at the end of your day and figure out what you're thankful for and give thanks to your choice, and tell those people around you that you're thankful for them. I'm thankful for you coming by every week and watching my videos. Look forward to Saturdays where we can discuss all this stuff we do, which those around us are probably tired of us talking about. I know my wife gets that way a lot of times. Anyway, thanks everybody. Have a good week, and I will see you on next Saturday. Same bat time, same bat channel.